I sure love being financially independent. And if I only eat one meal a day, I don't have to worry about money for the rest of my life. And I promise myself, I will not do anything stupid in order to go ahead and risk this. Hey, what's up guys? MGS Grant here, back again with another video, and guess what today is? It's Monday. About a week ago, they had finally announced that they were going to be bringing over the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Amiibo to the US. Now, I know they've been released in Japan for 3 months now, so not exactly new products, but for the fact that it's finally in the US and not import prices is a pretty good thing. Still a bit expensive in my book, but you know what? I have a problem, so I might as well go ahead and supplement it instead of trying to tackle it head on. So yeah, they're now released as a GameStop exclusive, so without further ado, I figured I'll go ahead and try and get them. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, I have no clue how hard this is going to be, so let's pray for the best. Alright. Whew, that was harder than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, when they announced that they were going to go ahead and finally bring the Monster Hunter Rise Amiibo to GameStop, they also announced that the next day they were going to be opening up orders for it. And you know what? The one benefit of working a morning shift is that I didn't have to worry about getting these upon launch. Granted, I think the last time I checked GameStop's website, they were still available, so... And now the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and see whether or not I have been scammed or not. I'm hoping not, because these things cost me a lot of money. Alright, and for moment of truth, let's see if I actually got them in here. Yes, I did. They look damaged. Great. And here they all are. Now, I will at least start with the good news. I didn't get scammed. The downside, though, is very clearly the excessive amounts of packaging weren't enough to save the boxes. I mean, look at that one. It's not great, but the one good news, though, is I don't actually like to collect sealed amiibo, bar the kitchen collection. So yeah, I guess I'm actually kind of curious if people who've ordered theirs as well have had their boxes be a little bit warpy, or if I just got kind of unlucky, or is it unlucky if I don't collect them sealed? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to see if they were here, so I'll just go ahead and cut straight to the unboxings. So, yeah. And here they all are. Now, before we get started, I want to just say something really quick. I really love how these boxes look. Like, if I were an Amiibo collector now, who likes to collect my Amiibo sealed, I'd be very mad about certain bends in this, but yeah, honestly, they look really good. I can see why people might want to keep these Amiibos sealed overall. Though one small thing, though, that I think is of interest that I'm going to bring up now. Yeah, if you look at an Amiibo like this one, down here it says official Nintendo licensed product, which is interesting because pretty much every other Amiibo, like this one for instance, uses just the standard red, but hey, I guess it's just because technically these are Capcom Amiibos, so maybe, but yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I'm not going to go ahead and delve into the boxes of all of them, but if you want to look at them, that's how they look, so yeah. But yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start off with the Canyne, like the Palamute, Canyne Malzeno. Wait a minute. So, yeah, something I should maybe clarify before I start opening these. I am not a Monster Hunter fan. in the slightest. I don't play the games. I don't really like the games much. The only reason why I have an Amiibo like this is because I collect them, so essentially I'm gonna probably not understand anything about them. So yeah. I'm saying that now so then in case you hear me completely mispronounce a word or get lost, you at least know the context, but yeah, I might as well go ahead and just crack this one open. And let's see, I can't remember if this one was $15.99 or if this was like, or how much more it was, so I don't necessarily know, like, I don't know the price to take into account, but yeah. Okay. But I have to say, this is really good looking, like, wow. Honestly, I know the Monster Hunter Amiibos are really expensive and all, but to some degree, I can see at least where they put the money towards, because this just genuinely looks good. Like, wow. I really don't know what to point attention to, but they got a really good grasp of details on this, and good strong colors too, so I honestly don't even know what to say. I mean, it just looks good. Like, at the very least, I could compare it to something like, say, hold on a minute, I think I have one right here, the regular Palamute, and yeah, and I will say, I kind of prefer the look of the Sunbreak version rather than the regular, and I think it's just because it has better colors, but honestly, like, this one just looks really cool. Yeah, because I think it's like an armor they put on top of it, so it adds a lot more detail, but yeah, I have no qualms. This looks really damn good, so yeah, this one was worthwhile. Yeah, moving on. Then we got ourselves the Palico, or Felyne Malzeno. I'm pretty certain that's just the name of the armor, but yeah. Again, here's the box. It looks good, as always, with a bit of bendiness, but you know what? That doesn't matter, because I like to just do, yeah. In case you're wondering, I'm pretty certain one of those at least made it into my recycling, because it's right back there, but that's not important. Here is the Palico, and again, like the Palamute, it's, well, in the armor, I'm pretty certain this is just a type of armor, Malzeno armor, I guess. I could be mistaken, but yeah, and again, like the Palamute, it looks really good on it. I will say I kind of prefer the way the Palamute looks in the armor rather than the Palico, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. It still looks really damn good. Yeah, I'll compare it to the regular Palico Amiibo, and yeah, like, I will admit, I kind of like this one a little more, just because it doesn't have these weird, what are these, anime eyes on it, but I will say, I think I like how, just so far, let me just grab it real quick. I'm really into how the Sunbreak Amiibo so far look compared to just the regular Rise Amiibo, so if you're considering between the two, I'm gonna personally lean towards these as of right now, but who knows? I still have one more to open, so we'll just go ahead and cut to that real quick. And here is the big one, the Malzeno one, which I think is the actual name of this, so yeah, but this one, of course, is the most expensive one out of all these. I think it's like 28 bucks, so will it be 28 bucks worth? Probably not, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna find it cool or all, so. Now there it is. Ooh. Alright. I was kind of joking a little earlier about how it's gonna look, but this is really cool. I'd even say it's cooler than the Palamute. So, yeah. Don't know if it's worth 27 bucks, but it's still really damn cool. Like, wow. Like, I don't know if you can tell from where I'm sitting, but the chest is almost like this weird sort of opaqueness to it. So it kind of looks more like a weird clear, like, type of plastic where you can kind of almost, what's the word for it? Opaque? Transparent? I don't know. It looks like the type of plastic they use to mimic crystals, so it has this like really neat look to it, and its wings, of course, have this really nice texture to them. Like, wow. These are very much the luxury Amiibos, I'll say, and yeah, so I'm gonna say these look better than most of them, and whether or not the price accounts for it, because I think the price for all of them is like 70 bucks for between these three. So whether or not that's too much for you, too little, Well, you know what I mean. Essentially, these are going to be a bit more expensive, but I will say, at the very least, you do get the quality from them, and wow. Yeah, this one looks really damn cool. Oh, I never noticed that tail. It's a cool tail. And for the sake of comparison, I'm going to compare it to Magnamalo, mostly just because, well, you know, Rise Sunbreak, the big ones of those two sets. I don't know. Essentially, just comparing them though, yeah, they look really good together. Like, I'm not going to go as far as to say that this one looks better than this one, but they look really good together. Like, wow, they look so damn cool. Ugh. You know, I don't really have much more to say. These just look cool. I can't, like, I don't really think I could come up with much more to say, so why not just go ahead and put them all next to each other, so. And so here they all are sitting next to each other, and I'm gonna just break it down real quick. In terms of my own personal opinion, as somebody who does not play Monster Hunter, I have to recommend these Amiibos if you want them for display purposes. Like, they just look so damn cool. Like, I don't know how obvious it is from this, but they all have such strong designs to them. Like, pretty much all the Monster Hunter Amiibos look this way. Could mostly just be because they decided to go ahead and make those more expensive. So if you have the money for it, I would recommend it. Again, not a necessity, especially if you don't play Monster Hunter, but yeah. There's not really much else I can really say, so I'm just going to go ahead and get these things on the shelf. So yeah, I think that's going to do it. I hope you all liked, subscribe, maybe leave a comment down below, and yeah, until next time, my friends. Whoop.